Welcome back. Welcome back to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshop. How are we, fellas? I see Sam's in there, Brett's in there, maybe one or two others I'm not aware of yet. So how are we all, mate? How's your Father's Day weekend been? All right? Let me just get back to the chat here so I can see what's going on. You can see I've got the other Galaxy blank in the lathe here. This is a beauty, but I think with the shape of the handle, I think we're going to be losing a lot of it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll see how we go. We'll retain a little bit in the bottom there, and probably up the side here, but we're probably going to lose most of this bit up the top here that I'm showing you in the overhead, the little overhead shot there. We'll probably lose this bit because that's going to be mainly all timber up here. So this one's the reverse of the previous one we done, which was this one. So this one had the timber to the bottom and the resin to the top. As you can see in the overhead shot there in the little picture-in-picture, whereas this one's the opposite. The timber's up this end and the resin's down this end. Okay, so for no particular reason, that's what Srdjan wanted for the handles, and that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, so we've got 4 in the stream so far. We've got Srdjan in. Everybody got the popcorn? Yeah, the popcorn and the drink, the cold drink. I've got my cold drink here again. Aye, in a red, black and yellow can. Treating myself. Srdjan, I sent you a text message, mate. It was just confirming for this handle. Just have a look at that text message, mate, and then just reply in the stream. Just let me know yay or nay. I was trying to work out what you were saying about the ring, because you were talking about a 25mm inside diameter, which means the socket would have to be bigger to take the ring. So I just want you to confirm exactly what you're meaning there, mate. If it's just a 25mm socket in diameter that we're putting in this handle, then I should be able to go the full 18mm deep, because it's going to be well and truly in the barrel, I would say, looking at the blank closer here. But I just wanted you to confirm that it was a 25mm diameter that you wanted. Obviously the shape of this one too, I know that you've said you want the shape the same as this one, but bearing in mind this one's got a big knot in it, whereas this one's got a small knot in it if it's a 25mm socket. So I was just trying to get my head around that for you. So the shape, although I'll keep these proportions, I guess, but the head is either going to have to be the same size as this with a small knot in it, or I'm going to have to reduce everything down in size, which means that you're going to lose, unfortunately, you're going to lose a lot of this this resin here, unfortunately. But well, you know, we'll have a look when we start turning it. But yeah, it's just one of those things with that shape. There's not a lot of barrel on the bottom, so we will get resin in one half of the handle up so far, I guess. You'll probably lose everything up this top end in this area here. And we're going in hot, you know, that's where we're going to be hollowing in here, so we'll probably lose a fair bit in there as well. You might get a little bit left on the side. We won't know until we turn it, but bearing in mind if it's a small knot, you know, you either keep the handle big and chunky with a tiny little knot in it, or you reduce the whole handle down. And if we reduce the handle down, then you're going to see less of this material in this one. So just be mindful of that. So anyway, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Obviously, Sam, you would have had a good day with your dad, hopefully, and yeah, hopefully all the other fathers had a good day out there. I've had a fairly relaxing day today. I spent a little bit of time out here in the workshop just trying to catch up on all the different messages for brushes and handles and whatever else. So I've sort of got my whiteboard cleared up, and I've got a few new ones up there now, which are the next lot to get on with. So we've got T-Man's handles in there. He's got a casting to be done as well. Then I've got David who's after a myrtle burl with a black resin top on it, so that'll be another one that I'll be starting on soon. We've got another one there for Stephen, which is a gold and blue casting, which I've got to do, and that'll be fitted with a rhodium in it. The two that I've got to do for Tristan, they're ones that I'll need to speak to you about, Srdjan. Maybe I'll maybe need to get you to send me a 30mm rhodium and 27-28mm rhodium as well. That'll, the 27-28 will go in a resin handle, and the 30mm is to go into one of my hybrids, which will be, the knot will be getting set in resin. Yeah, it should be okay in that one in particular. So yeah, so anyway, we'll get cracking, guys. Enough of me waffling on. I see we've got about 6 in the stream now, viewers, so hopefully they'll make themselves known and drop in the chat there. If we've got any new people in, welcome to TF Custom Shaving Brushes Workshops. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. And feel free to drop in the chat as well if you want to get involved in the chat, feel free to do that. So in the meantime, I'm going to get cracking. So Razor's in the chat now. Welcome back, Razor. How are you, buddy? I'll just check my message because that's probably Srdjan dropping me a note there. Okay, so 27mm if we can. So let me do it with the 20. I'll do the 25 hole first, Srdjan, and we'll see how that goes. And then 25 to 27 is just 1mm off one side, so that gives it another 2mm. So we'll get that to the 27. But let me drill it with the 25 first. We'll have a look, and then if that's looking good and we look like we can get the 27. Then we'll go, I'll open it up to 27 with the skew. So that's all good, mate. No problems at all. And that'll get us nearer in size to this other one as well, which will be good. So anyway, look fellas, I'm going to get started. You guys know how to run the chat. You can welcome anybody in into the chat that comes in. And I'm just going to get cracking, and I'll just keep checking back on the chat every now and again, just to see what's going on, eh? So I'm just going to start by giving this a little bit of a round off. Just take the square corner off. I'm expecting this will be a fairly long stream again, fellas, as well, because generally these blanks need a fair bit of work. And what I'll do is we'll swap these over to the other camera, and I'll leave these on the overhead shot there, that way you can see both shots at the same time. So we've still got a fair amount of flat material there, still not round yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go in with my Badan, and I'll just get a mark at either end as to where I need to be. So bring the tool rest in a little bit, and we'll probably drop it down a bit too. So I'm just going to go in here until I get it round. Yep, so we've still got a fair bit to go yet. Got a little bit of rain happening here too. It's just only light rain, but you may hear the noise on the roof, so that's what the noise is if you hear it. Check and see how we're going. We've got 1, 2, still got 4 flats, so a little bit more. Getting closer. Okay, we've still got a bit of flat there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to the rough and gouge, and we'll just okay. Let me just clear my feet. Now, I'm just going to go in and give it all a little bit of a scrape up. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the live center in just for a little bit of stability. That'll do us there. And then I'm just going to go in here and give this all a little bit of a scrape. I think we've still got a little bit of flat there. Yeah, we have. Still got a little bit of flat, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. Take a little bit more there. So we've still got a little bit of flat. Now we're getting close, I think. Still a tiny little bit there. Around everywhere else, but just a tiny bit there, so and I think that'll do us for starters. That's got us close to round. We're still a little bit, you can hear there, but that's okay. We can start shaping and it will come into round anyway. Right, so let's get the show on the road. Grey Dog, how are you, buddy? Lampucap Shaving Channel, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with a 25mm hole, which will probably end up opening up to 27. But the 25mm hole is really a test fit to make sure that we're keeping the socket within the timber. We don't want it to show in any resin, but I doubt we're going to get it showing in any resin anyway, because we've got timber basically all the way to here and timber all the way around to there, and we've only got about a 4 or 5mm piece of resin here, which will probably end up getting turned out anyway. So we'll see how we go. I'm just going to slow it down and just start the hole. So that's a 25mm hole saw there. Forcing a bit, I should say, not a hole saw. And we're just going to start that, take it back to 0, bring it back in to there, and we're going in 18mm, I think we said, Srdjan, didn't we? If we can get 18mm. So just take it nice and slowly, let it clear itself. Right, so that's pretty much, that's what did we say there, about 12mm so far. There's 15, and we'll just do a check. So I'm just going to have a look at that. Oh yeah, we've got plenty timber there. Yeah, this is going to be well and truly in the timber, mate. So I'll go to 18 and then I'll open it up to 27. Bram, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. And thanks for the comments. Okay, we'll just, so we're set on 0 again, so we're just going to take this right into 18 now. There's 16. There's 17. And there's 18 and a little bit just so I can clean up the top. And that's 25 mil. Okay, so we're still well and truly in wood there, and even if I open that up 2 mil, we're still going to be well and truly in wood. So we're not going to have any resin anywhere exposed there. We have got a little bit of resin still here, and we've got a little bit here, but I think most of that's going to get turned out, mate, once we reduce this down to size. So I think we're all good, buddy. Right, so we'll get rid of that now. I'm going to rearrange some of these tools. So we'll get rid of the roughing gouge. We won't need that again. We've got the spindle gouge there. We've got the bedan. We've got the carbide. And we've got the 2 skews up that end. And the parting tool. Okay, so we'll take that off. And we'll bring this round to here. Probably too high. And I'll set my calipers on I'll stop checking this phone shortly. Yep, that's it, all done. Okay, so we're going to open this up to 27. So we'll set the calipers to 27, 26, 27. And we'll fire up the lathe, and I'll just come in on the end here. So it should be about 1 mil either side. So there we are, and that should open us up to 27. So I'll speed it up again. We'll go in with the skew. Now bearing in mind this timber's quite hard too. So I'm just gently pushing that straight in until we feel it stop. And when we feel it stop, that's it on the bottom. And then just scoop it out and we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to check those sizes now, make sure that we've got it all right. So, we have 18 mil dike. And we're probably just very, very slightly under 27, so I might just... Geez, it's close enough to 27. I might just give it a tiny little lick. let's check that. That's better, spot on. And we've got timber all around, other than this little bit of resin here, but like I said, I think that'll get turned out. We've still got a little bit of a flat spot here, so that'll disappear as well once we start the shaping. And this is the handle that we're going to replicate, so that distance down to there was about 23 mil from memory, yep. So we're going to go 23. So I'll put a couple of pencil marks on here just to give me a guide as we go. So we'll have 23, which will be there. And then the overall height of that handle was about, it actually ended up being about 69, so I'll take that to there, which will be down there. So we'll put a couple of pencil marks on there now. So there's one. And there's two. So, looking at that, we're going to get resin all the way up through from here. Pretty much 2/3 of the base to possibly half the base will be timber and half will be resin, or 2/3 will be resin and a third will be timber, thereabouts. Then we're also going to get a little bit of resin coming up through here, but we should retain some of that, but we'll probably lose most of this bit up here. So we'll see how we go with that anyway. All right, so we'll start a little bit of shaping, and I'm just going to move the tool rest around to where I think I need to go. I'm going to leave the tailstock out at the moment, just till I get a little bit of shaping started. I just want to see a little bit of finished shape on the very top, and I just want to peel it back till we hit the socket. Once I hit the socket, then I can bring the tailstock in. Been a bit windy up here today. Okay, I think that'll do me there for now. Just a touch more. That'll do me. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Okay. Okay, let's bring the tailstock in. That's good, just bottoms out before it hits the outer ring there, which is good. Okay, so same proportions as the previous one, is basically the brief. And what was the other one? What size knot was going in the other one? It's about 31. So there's a big difference in the knot size from that one to this one. So what I'll do is I might swap you over now so you can see the actual shape and happening. So what I'll do is I'll put you onto the main picture as the head down shot, and then what I'll do is I'll flick you on to the side on shot from in the little picture-in-picture there. We'll swap them around. How's that? Now, if I get an idea of the size of this one, it's really hard doing it this way because they're two different size knots, but that's about 40 mil in diameter, say. And we're still a fair bit away from that there, so we can still go in a fair bit with that yet. But like last time, I think we'll sneak up on it. We won't take it all the way in. We can always take more off, we can't add it on. Let me go back to there. Okay, we'll go in with the carbide now. So we'll get a check for the tool rest height, maybe up just a touch. And we'll speed the lathe up a little bit. We'll have a look. Yeah, that's good. We've still got a flat here, so we'll keep going. Okay. Right, we'll just take a little bit off that ring just to try and get rid of the flat on it. So we all good in there, fellas? So that's pretty much round now. There's still a tiny little flat just there, but that's all right. We'll get that out soon. Okay, I think we'll take a little bit more off the top now. So how are we going, fellas? All right? Let me have a check back. Usual, how are you, buddy? All good. Right. A little bit more shaping. Okay. So where's Bran from? Whereabouts are you from, mate? I'm good, Sam. I'm good, buddy. Okay. A little touch higher. No, that should be all right. Right, I'm just going to take that back out for a second. Okay, now we can put that back in. Now, so I have got 69, 69, yep. Okay. So let's see what we've got so far. Oh nice, we're actually going to get quite a nice bit of resin in the bottom of this one if we don't narrow it down too much. You can see in that shot there, this is all resin through here. We've got a tiny little bit pushed up into there and a tiny little bit in there, which is nice. It'd be nice if we can keep that actually, without reducing this down too much, so we don't lose that. That'd be a nice feature in there. But I think we've still got to obviously narrow this up a lot, reduce the ring down a bit more. We might even take that down a little bit more, and then we'll just finish off the bottom here as well. So I'm going to go in and cut a little bit more under that ring and thin it down a bit, but not too much. Actually, I can probably take a little bit of the ring down first. Now we'll go in and take more off the waist. Okay. we must be hitting a bit of timber there, yeah. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so we need to thin out in here a bit more yet. All right. Okay. What's going on with the music? Has the music stopped? Yep, it has. Now it's away. Yeah, I just seen that, Sam. I just picked it up. I've just hit the play button again. Don't know why it stopped. Correct, this is Anthony's brush. Just going to go in there a little bit more. me see if I can get that in there. So we need a little bit more off in here. That's all right. A little bit more on the underside here. Srdjan, I'm going to show you something here. I'm just going to take this tailstock out and move it back. Now the wall on this is still quite thick, so obviously you can see the head down shot on that now. We might refine it a little bit more yet. I think it needs to have yeah, so that's about 42, 43 there. So the sizes are about right now, and the proportions are getting close to this one now, and the shape's almost right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it so you can see that, okay? If anything, it could probably still do with a little bit more just in here. But I've got a little lump there anyway, so this part will come away. I hope you're paying attention here, Srdjan, because I'm going to shoot you to another shot now. Okay, so I'm going to take you to camera 2. And you can see the wall thickness I've left on that. It's quite thick, right? Now, proportional wise, it doesn't look strange on this handle at the moment. And I'll just zoom you in on that so you can get a better look. About there, okay? Now, if I hold my rule up there, so if I get that right with either side, so we're just over the 40mm mark there now. We're probably about 41, 42 on the diameter of that outside to outside. We've got your 27mm hole there. Okay, or if I go that way you might see it better, I'm not sure. It's hard to see from that angle, but that's 27. And the wall thickness on that, if I take it from where the knot's going to sit, the edge of the socket, out to the edge of the handle, at the thickest point, which is the centre of this top section, we've got probably about 7mm, but it rounds off here as well. Proportionally it doesn't look bad. It may look a little bit different when the knot's in it. Let me see, I've got a 26mm knot sitting here. So you can see it from the top. Oh, I'll show you the top shot. Give me a sec. Because it's important we get this section here right now, because that sets the rest of the handle basically once we get this right. So can see that knot in there now, okay? And if I change to the top-down shot, and I can zoom in on that for you as much as I can. There. So that lets you see. Now if I sit the rule on top of that now, I'm just trying to let you get the best picture you can get to see what's going on here. Need to bring that out further. So let me set that so that everything's level and parallel. Right, now if I move that rule right over to the edge of the top section here, which is roughly about there, you can see on that rule now what the size is there. Okay, so you want a lot of the thickness taken off of that. Cool. That explains the whole thing now. All right, so here we go. Okay. Right. Anthony, how are you, mate? there, get that to there. Too high. Oh, let me just zoom that out. So still a little bit more in here to take out. think we still need to go a little bit sharper and hollower in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Right. How's that profile looking now? I think we could just take a tiny little bit more there. Not a lot, just a tiny little bit. Srdjan, what do you think, mate? Just going to go a tiny little bit more here. Anthony likes it. Personally, in my opinion, I would like to see it a little bit narrower in through here, and probably just a tiny little bit smaller on the very bottom. Yeah, you're agreeing with me, Srdjan. It's just a little bit too chunky on the bottom and just not quite thin enough here. I reckon it could go a little bit thinner here and a little bit more off the bottom. Not much, but a little bit. Somebody make a decision. You're holding me up here. Anthony, Srdjan, I'm looking at you guys. Well, I think we're in agreement, so we need to take a little bit off the bottom. So I'll take a little bit more off the bottom. Without going too far, that is. Like I've said before in my videos, it's amazing how just a very, very little subtle change can make to the entire shape of the brush. So a little bit, so I'm reckoning that's not too bad now where that is. I'm reckoning I'm going to reduce the ring just a little bit more, and I reckon we need to just hollow a little bit more in here. And then I reckon we'll have nailed it. Oh. What do you think, Anthony? You want a little bit more off here? Okay, just a little bit, mate. I think it just needs it. I think it'll look better. And I better put the tailstock in so we don't lose it. Not much, just a little bit more, I reckon, in here. Nailed it, I reckon. That'll do it. All those in favour say aye. Okay, I'll stop it and let you have a look before we start the sanding. So what we've got is I think we've still got a tiny little bit of resin up in here, which will be nice. That'll add a nice feature. And as you can see, we've got some orangey light coloured pieces of grain in here within the barrel itself, and it follows through with just some very fine lines here. I think we've lost most of the resin up in this area here, but that's no big deal. So we've got mainly barrel all the way around there, and just a little patch of resin there, like I said, that sort of follows down back into the barrel, but fairly strong looking. The dyeing of the barrel is just beautiful, and then obviously the barrel follows down through here, follows down through here. We're probably going to have just the tiniest little bit of barrel right on the base here, and it's only going to go into the handle probably about, you'd be lucky if it's 3 or 4 millimeters, and then we'll see the natural part of the barrel here, and we've got some nice purple and blue spirals in this resin part here. So I think we'll get on with the sanding. I think it's going to look quite nice once this one's all polished up. Actually, it's going to be a lovely piece of handle. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just using this fairly coarse grit to actually just blend all the different curves together now, just to make sure we get smooth transition between everything. And I'm just going to roll that top curve back over to where it meets the socket. I had a look at a couple of your videos today too, Anthony. Okay fellas, it's time for me to put this up. Just to remind anybody that hasn't already, excuse me gents. Okay. All right, that's the next grit. What's all this pepperoni? What's all this pepperoni thing going on? Aye? Am I missing out on something here? Anyway, here's to Everybody having a happy Father's Day. How's that? Oh, that's nice. Favourite pizza topping? Oh, I forget what the one is I get. It's got bacon and barbecue and onions and I forget what else. That's normally my Friday night dinner. The wife and I normally sit and have I have a pizza and a small chips. I like chips with my pizza. And the wife will have a salad or some pieces of chicken or something like that. Occasionally a pizza, but she's not big on pizzas. Okay. I only get a small one, I don't get a big one. I'm glad to see you guys amusing yourselves there when I'm on the boring part, on the sanding part. Summersby cider. I like that Summersby pear cider, that's beautiful. It's sweet, but it's beautiful. All right, that'll do that. That's good. ay, ay. We're getting closer. It's almost razor's time to shine now. After this grit, between razor and grey dog. Grey dog knows what's coming though. T-Man, how are you, buddy? I'm going to be making a start on your casting handle very shortly, mate, and I've also got the burl almost done. I mean, I've got a blank here that's cast already, but I don't know if it's going to be big enough, so I may have to do another one, but we'll see how we go, mate. We'll get it right for you, that's the main thing. But I'll be doing your casting one shortly as well, mate, so we'll get that underway so it's cast and ready to be turned. So I've managed to get through a lot of my backlog. I've still got a few there, but yours are on the list now, mate, on the list. Ryan, how are you, buddy? Okay, Razor, let's hear it, mate. Let's hear it. Razor, your time to shine, mate. Your time to shine. Here you go. You ready? It's the wet, wet, wet. Pop, pop, pop. Nice, we've got a nice lot of resin in there actually. Nice blue and purple too. It's just come up in a really nice spot. Sometimes I say you better be in lucky than good, eh? Nice. It's nice, Samuel. It's nice. Yeah, that's it, Kath and Kim. Or who's the, no, it's, yeah, Kim Kardashian, yeah? Nice. Okay, that'll do it for those. Now we'll go on to the soft touch pads. We'll work our way through them. Oh, there goes that pad. Jesus, bloody rubbish, bloody pads, I'll tell you. Unbelievable. No, not yet, mate. I've still got another couple of packets of them there yet, so I'll wait until I use them, and I've got to order more, and I'll speak to them. Okay, that's that one. This is absolutely stunning. Especially the grain and the colouring in this, the dye that's been done in this stabilising of the barrel is just very nice. And the resin itself, the colour, it's obviously just where it's all fell within the blank. We've got glittery patch round here. We've got some sort of like, it looks like a silvery colour on the natural edge of the barrel, and the bottom part is blue and then it fades up into purple, and we can see the natural edge of the barrel again. There's a little bit of trickle of sparkly bits going up and through here. Oh my, this is just stunning, it really is. Wait till you see the photographs that I put up after the show, fellas. I'll put the photographs up on my Instagram, and I'll put on TF Custom Shaving Brushes Facebook page as well, and you'll get a little 30-second video clip with the handle rotating on the carousel. You'll see this. Oh my, it's just unreal. It really is. It's beautiful. I've got about another 4 wet pads after this one, and then we can release her and take her off, part her off, finish the bottom. Alright, probably time to throw my Patreons a shout out. What do you reckon, fellas? Aye? Oh, it's gone off. I keep clicking it twice instead of clicking it once, you know. Clicking it twice puts it on, puts it off. So big thanks to Razor and Sam and Brett, Catman Fan Shaves. Thanks fellas, all helps. I've got to get another camera. I'm going to get another cam, another Sony Handycam to replace the GoPro when we go to the buffer. Because once I get the this area sorted out and I get the other lathe functional with the audio video gear as well, I want to get another Sony Handycam. It'll just give us a better picture. It'll be a lot brighter. It'll get rid of that fisheye look that you get with the GoPro. I've been having a look for some second-hand ones, but it's amazing. Some of the second-hand ones, they want just as much for the second-hand ones as what you can go and buy a new one for at the shops, you know, with a warranty and everything. So I'll just keep my eye open, but if nothing comes up, I'll probably end up biting the bullet, and once I got enough money in the bank, I'll go and buy another Sony Handycam, and that'll add to the video footage, make it a little bit better again for you, with a better fourth camera. Yeah, Brett's got to be in green, mate. It's the only colour for Brett. Green, 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 and more green. All right. Takes a while doing all the sanding, eh? The music's still kicking along there, all right? I just hear the noise of the lathe, that's all I can hear, and my voice. I can't hear nothing else. I don't get to listen to the music like you guys do. I just get to listen to the lathe running, or the compressor kicking in, or my voice. I think it's about time that I have another swig of my drink, actually. That one's nearly finished. I could have done with another one. You wait till you see this handle in the little 30-second video clip that I put up on Instagram and my YouTube, TF Custom Shaving Brushes YouTube page, Facebook page. You wait till you see this handle in that little 30-second video. I reckon it's going to blow you away. I'll measure it for you in a tick, mate. It should be about 60. I think I did make it a little bit shorter, but I think it should still be around about 68, somewhere around about there, give or take. I'll measure it for you when I finish this, mate. But it's quite significantly smaller in proportion to the other one, because the other one's having a much larger knot put in it. So this one's, you know, I've really slimmed this one down because it's getting a much smaller knot. But the proportions in it look quite nice. It'll be pleasant in the hand, no doubt about that, just looking at it. But it's a stunning piece, mate. It's just, not just because I've turned the handle, but the blank itself has been beautifully made. The dyeing of the burl is just lovely as well. It's penetrated all the way through, which is good. Sometimes you lose some of the colour when they're not, you know, when the dye hasn't penetrated all the way into the timber properly. This is this is properly penetrated, so it's well stabilised, and the colouring in it is stunning. It really is. And in here is just mind-blowing when you see how the light catches it. It's like silvery in here, but you get the reflection of the blue into the silver, and then you've got the deep purple up here. It's just absolutely stunning. And a bit of sparkle, different coloured sparkle in there too. Okay. So let me just give it a quick measure for you. So from the bottom, and I've still got to finish off the bottom yet. It's, yeah, about 67, 68. All right, I'll get rid of that for a sec and get a paper towel. We'll give it a bit of a dry off. So it'll dull down a bit for now, but it will shine up again when I get it on the buffer. It's just that the timber is still a little bit moisture on the surface, so and this is just a little bit of methylated spirits just to help dry out the timber. You can see we're getting a little bit of blue off it. Very, very slight tinge, but nothing drastic. And you can see there now that she's dried up, she's lightened up a bit as well now. And we're starting to see the colour. But once we get it off of there, tidy up the bottom. So we'll do that now. Happy with everything there. Get rid of that. bring this one in. We've got a little dimple in the bottom here, which is our, so if I take you to camera 2 there, and I pull that back, you can see the little dimple from where we centered it before when we turned it. So now the tailstock can go into that little dimple, and that just keeps everything perfectly centered then. So now I just nip it up very gently, a little bit at a time. Don't want to overdo it because we can crack it. And I think that'll do me. Don't want to go too far and risk it. And then we'll check that. That's good. Because I'm in fairly close to the waste block here, because I can reuse them. So I'm just going to go in now, turn the lathe up a little bit more, and I'm just going to gently just start to undercut into the blank there, and I'll keep clearing it. And I'll maybe change his back to the other shot now, so you can see what's going on from above. There we go. Right, so all we'll do is we'll just put a little hollow in the bottom of this now. So that's just below flat now, so we'll go a little bit further. We'd just like a nice hollow in the bottom. And that should be good enough now, I think. Nice little hollow in the bottom. Yep. Yep. And then we'll just sweeten that round in so there's no sharp feel when it's in the hand. But I'll do that with the final sand and with the wets. just slow that down a little bit. We've just got the tiniest little bit of burl showing in the bottom eye. It's absolutely awesome. You wouldn't want to put a coin or anything in the bottom of this, or an engraving or anything. It just spoil it. You're actually going to be able to look into the bottom of the handle. That's one. Might take you back to that one now, so you can see what's going on there. That's that one. Lucky last. Oh, before the wets, that is. We'll hit them with the wets, but the wets go quite quick on the bottom here. Okay, that's them. A little bit of wet. I'll get them all. I'll just go through it again. This one, it's Galaxy 2. Aye? Galaxy 2, the other one was Galaxy 1. Can you see that now? Let me see if it can come back in focus. Like, you watch this. You see it light up? Watch this. It'll come round and the silvery part will catch the light and it reflects the light through the rest of the handle. Look at that. Now the burrow will, when we buff it, the burrow will go a little bit more bluey, but it won't retain the dark shiny that you're seeing here now, because the burrow will dry lighter. If you wanted to, if you wanted the colour to pop like what you see here, it would have to be coated with a clear. We're nearly there, fellas, and it's just the buffing after this. I've got another pad after this one, and then over to the buff just to put a polish on everything. And I can let you see it with a 26mm 2x finest sitting in it, just to let you see what it looks like with a knot in it. Absolutely stunning, mate. You've done well getting this one, Anthony, I'll tell you. Yeah, if you coated it with a clear, like a clear polyurethane or even a CA superglue finish, I know Srdjan doesn't sort of like to do that, so I won't be doing it, but that's the way you'll get that colour to pop like this. Obviously it darkens it down, but you get the colour pop in it when it's coated in clay. But if you look at the picture of the other, well actually I've got the other one here to show you, that's how the other one is. So you can see it will be a lot lighter when it dries. Sorry, I'm in the wrong shot. Let me go to that shot there. So that's how it will dry. It will dry with a lighter blue. Okay. Okay, time to get it on, give it a dry and get it on the buffer. Okay, right, I'm just going to release it now. I'll just have a swig of my drink first. That's that finished, on. Okay, I'm going to take this out of here and we'll get it on the buffer. We'll give it a buff and I'll be back very shortly. And we'll put the picture in picture. We'll put the picture in picture. We'll put that to camera 1 for when I come back. How does that sound? Okay. Okay, we'll go to there. Excuse me, we'll go to picture in picture, we'll go to that one. And I'm going to just put this back on here for now. And I'll bring back the chart for now, and we'll put a little bit of this on there. I'll bring this in a little bit, and we'll put a touch of this on. Yeah, like I said, mate, I want to get rid of the GoPro. Don't like them. I mean, they're good for action cameras, but they're not really much chop for this kind of thing. So it's on the cards, mate, but I can't afford it just now. So I just have to wait until I can afford it. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, mate. I understand. All good. It's on the cards. That'll be next. And then that'll be the streaming part of it. Pretty much almost done, I think. I don't think I really need anything too much after that. Only be if anything gives up the ghost or... Right, just a little bit faster now, just to put the final and then we'll just give I better pick that up or we'll forget it's there and we'll lose it. Okay, let me just take that back out a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll change to that camera for the main camera, and then I'll bring it back in a little bit. Probably can't get it right in, but that's probably enough there. So you can see we've got a little bit of resin up into here and a bit of natural defect in the timber there. But we've got a nice sort of goldy bits into the brown and the blue, the gold, brown. You can see we've got a nice figure in there. And then we come round to the galaxy part and she just opens up to blue and purple and silver. A little bit of sparkle. Then back round to the bowl. She's a stunner, that's for sure. So let me take it off. And what I'll do is I'll set a 26mm 2-band finest in there just to let you see what it sort of looks like. Bearing in mind this is probably not the right depth for this knot, but it'll let you see what the handle looks like. So I'll zoom this one back out again to where it normally is, about there probably. And I'll take you to camera 2, which is that one, and I think we're zoomed in on that one as well now. So normally we're about there, I think. Now I noticed when I was buffing the bottom, there is a couple of little lines you might see in there. They're not actually sanding marks or buffing marks, they're actually marks where the pigment actually comes through the resin. So you can never actually get rid of them when they come through the bottom of the handle like that. Sometimes you get them in the side as well. It's actually where the pigment flows through the resin, and it gives you like a line, and you can't, doesn't matter what you do with it, it's always there, because it's just that you're seeing the pigment coming through the resin. But as you can see right up into the, if I can get it in the right light, you can see right up into the handle. You can see the natural little mountain peaks of the barrel inside the handle there, and you've got the bit of sparkle through it as well. So obviously you see the blue in the bottom, and then as we go up to the top we get the purple there. You can see the purple in the top, and then as we come round that area there's a bit of silver in the on the edge. You get different colours shining up in the edge there, as you can see there. You're getting sort of like a silvery colour. So yeah, that's it fellas. That's another, I'll show you in this view here. Let me try and get that one up now. So we'll go to camera 3. So there we go fellas, that's it for tonight. That feels nice in the hand as well. Probably still a little bit chunky than I would normally go, but it's quite nice. Again, if I get it in that shot, so you know, you can hold it like that, or you can hold it in the hand like you would normally. It's quite nice. Nice feel. Anyway, that's it for tonight fellas. We're all done and dusted again. Well, I know I'm dusted. I've got shit everywhere again, so it's going to take me a while to clean up again tomorrow. Get ready for the next one. I'll need to do a little bit of prep for the next one. I might need to just turn a couple of quick wooden handles so we can do a bit of pyrography. But anyway, we'll see how we go. And then I've got a couple of castings that I need to do, so we might slip in another casting video as well. And then we'll come up with some new ideas. How's that sound? So, what do we got up on the screen? Nothing. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd really much appreciate it. If you haven't already, click the little bell, ding, and you'll get notified when any of my new videos go up or when I go live. If anybody's got any questions or anything, put them in the comments after, down below the video, and I'll try and answer them all if anybody's got any questions or queries, and I'll try and answer them. So once again guys, thank you very much for dropping in the stream again. It's been a fairly busy stream again tonight. Another 3 hours or so, a bit over 3 hours for this one. But it's a nice, lovely handle. Really nice. I think you'll be pleased with it, Anthony. Especially with the rhodium knot in it, mate. That'll just set it off and it'll just look absolutely terrific. So yeah, so have fun with that, mate. Anyway, fellas, I'm going to shut the shed door down. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay safe. We'll catch you next time, eh? Cheers. We'll see you on Tuesday. See you, fellas. Ta-da. Done it again. Clicked it twice. See ya.